Welcome to the Soft Power Project, a podcast that journals the story of women as they navigate their own transformations. I'm Sherry, a certified coach and your host. In my mid-30s, I made the bold decision to reinvent my life. Now in my 40s, I'm sharing that journey along with the stories of women who inspire me. Like you, we're embracing growth to become our highest selves. Let's celebrate the power of self-exploration, one story at a time. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Soft Power Project. Instead of asking you and wanting you to have a really good day today, a positive day today, I would like everyone to have a shitty day. And hold on one second, let me explain. Have you ever felt so incredibly tired of constantly looking for answers to fix the problem that you have to just feel better? Have you ever felt so frustrated where you wake up in the morning and you still feel like not yourself? And you're just so tired of feeling like that. And that was me. A couple months ago, I was going through something and I'm a problem solver. I like to present myself with different solutions and try them out. And that's what I did. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to feel positive again. So I consumed so many different self-help methods and therapy and online resources. There's so much out there. But after a month, I still feel so off and just sad. And then I feel frustrated because I was still feeling sad. I'm like, come on, Sherry, come on. Why are you still feeling this way? And I didn't understand. And I felt this like heaviness in my head. And I think it came from the fact that I was just thinking too much and I was constantly digesting information and thinking. So one morning I woke up and I just stumbled upon this video from this coach that I fell in love with, and her name is Corey T. And she was talking about this concept. She mentioned this poem, which actually I loved years and years ago. So it's just a wonderful coincidence, named The Guest House by Rumi. And when I heard this poem, it was read by Helena Bonham Carter. If you know, you know. She's an incredible British actress and she's in so many different films and she has an amazing reading voice. So she read this poem and I fell in love with it years ago. And this poem goes like this. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome. And entertain them all, even if they're crowds of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thoughts, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Isn't it just absolutely beautiful? And this exercise is actually asking us to do exactly that. Invite your feelings, invite these emotions. You can picture these emotions as a different person, as a different version of you, as a different color, and just invite them in. And actually invite them in with a warm heart. Have them sit down and let them sit for however long they want. For this exercise, you can start by welcoming all these different emotions that you're feeling. The shame, the guilt, the fear, the insecurity, the shame again, a different kind of shame, different fear. And just one by one, welcome them in to your house. And that's what I did. So I'll tell you the process of what I've done, and I will tell you kind of the results and what I thought. This is such an amazing and simple technique. So that morning I woke up and I decided, hey, okay, I'm just going to have a shit day. I'm going to feel. because I've spent way too much time not feeling things. I didn't know that before. I thought I felt it during therapy session. I talked about it, so I felt it, right? But not really. Sometimes if you're not inviting them in, you're just kind of seeing it there and be like, no, go away. That's not the same. So that morning I decided, okay, whatever I'm feeling, all the shame, insecurity, fear, I'm just going to invite them in, and I picture what my home looks like with the perfect decor, the feeling that I wanted to create, and then invite them in. And to my surprise, I thought it was supposed to be 5 guests, ended up to be 50. Because once I start invite one in and another feeling come up, another emotion pop up, and I ended up with 50 guests, and some of them were even old traumas and feelings that I suppressed that I never actually dealt with. So they are all there. And I just invite them in. And then what I did was I breathe in, and as I breathe out, I imagine them getting smaller. And some of them I was able to give them a face, and some of them are just a color. So it doesn't really matter, whatever you please. And when I do the breathing and breathe out exercise, a lot of them got smaller and smaller and smaller. And without me uninviting them, asking them to leave, they left. They left the house. I didn't even know when they leave. And some stay. And some were there for many hours, for the whole day. But eventually they left, or they got so small I couldn't feel it anymore. So by just letting myself having a shit day in the morning, I ended up feeling incredibly light at the end of that day. I know this can be daunting because we spend so much of our lives trying not to feel, trying to just be the best, be positive, be vibrational, be the light, be the warmth. But we need to feel them, because if we don't, they are there. And I love this exercise because, one, I was able to treat these emotions as an individual piece. They're not me. They don't consume me. I see them as a different energy, a different person. So it's almost like removing them away from myself and detaching them. So I immediately felt so much better because they're not me. And number 2, it just put a more fun to it. I feel like it's almost comical that you're opening the door and invite them in and laugh and just sit there and be gracious of them existing in your house. How often do we do that? How often do we say, hey, shame, I love you, welcome in? How often do we do that? But once you do that, they just become so much smaller. Like, I didn't know that I could feel so much better, even though I know there's a shame, there's guilt. So again, I want to invite you guys to do this as often as you need, and just, you know what, take a day, take a morning, take an afternoon, take an hour, and just allow yourself to have a shitty day, because you will be very surprised by the end of it. You'll end up having one of the lightest day, one of the best day that I had. I was so grateful at the end. It wasn't anything monumental. Like, it wasn't anything like, oh, I went to travel, I stayed in a 5-star hotel, or I had amazing meal, whatever. It was me by myself and alone, but I was able to sit with my guests and just be grateful for them. And then they left. It's a beautiful exercise. I really encourage everyone to give it a try. And not put so much emphasis on having a great day, having a positive day. Just feel. And I think the great day will come. I love you guys. I'll talk to you next time. The Soft Power Project is produced and hosted by Sherry Fang. For any inquiry, please email us at softpower.you@gmail.com.